Started with one thought, now it's every thought. Now it's everything. Now it's 3 a.m. Started with a memory of something small you said 3 months ago, half heard. Now I'm reconstructing the whole thing instead. Every word you said that week, every look, every tone, I've built a whole alternate theory of us from a sentence said by phone. And I know the spiral isn't rational. I know I'm adding meaning where there's none. But at 11 p.m. one thought is manageable, and by 2 a.m. it's everything we ever done. One thought, that's all it takes. One thought and then the spiral, and then it's morning and I don't know how I got here. One thought becomes the whole thing, becomes the case I'm building, becomes the verdicts, becomes the 3 a.m. One thought, that's all it takes. I've tried interrupting the spiral before it lands. I've tried the naming of the thought and letting go technique. I've tried getting up and making tea and writing it down and going back to sleep. Sometimes it works, mostly at 11. Sometimes the intervention catches it in time. But by 2 a.m. the thought has already moved in and made itself completely at home in my mind. So I let it run its course, mostly I give it the floor until it's finished its speech. And somewhere around 4 a.m. it usually exhausts itself, and I fall asleep as it retreats. And I know the spiral isn't rational. I know I'm adding meaning where there's none. But at 11 p.m. one thought is manageable, and by 2 a.m. it's everything we ever done. One thought, that's all it takes. One thought and then the spiral, and then it's morning and I don't know how I got here. I'm starting to understand the spiral structure, the specific thoughts that unlock the next ones. If I can catch the second one, the third doesn't open. If I can stop the third, the whole thing runs. But the catching requires a presence of mind that 2 a.m. doesn't reliably supply. So for now I'm mostly surviving the spiral and mapping the route for the nights I can try. One thought, that's all it takes. Still just one thought, still enough. One thought. Still 3 haven't changed a thing. Your contact still reads the same. I scroll past it every morning just to remember your name. I know I should delete it. I know you're not coming back, but there's something about seeing it there that makes it feel less like a fact. I keep your name saved just to see it. Proof that you were here, proof that we existed. A number I'll never call, a name I can't forget. The only thing I've kept that I should have let go of yet. type a message out and sit their finger over send. I always close it without pressing. I always start it up again. I keep your name safe just to see it. Proof that you were here, proof that we existed. A number I'll never call, a name I can't forget. The only thing I've kept that I should have let go of yet. I should have let go, but I keep it anyway. Sunday night hits different when you're by yourself. The week ahead is empty, and so is everything else. I've eaten the same dinner 3 Sundays running. I've watched the same kind of show. There's a specific Sunday ritual I've built for having nowhere particular to go. Not bad exactly, just heavy, the way the last day of the week sits on the chest with a particular gravity that Monday always tends to break. I used to have Sunday plans, or at least the shape of them, the possibility. Now Sunday is just Sunday from the morning until I fall asleep, and it becomes Monday mercifully. Sunday night sadness, it has a specific way. Sunday night sadness, tomorrow doesn't help, and tonight won't end. The week behind was manageable, the week ahead is still unknown. Sunday night sadness is the one that catches you between everything you've handled and the next thing on your own. I called a friend at 7, she was busy. I called another, she was having people around. I sat with the phone for a bit after thinking about the social physics of a Sunday night in town. Everyone seems to be somewhere on a Sunday, or at least the somewhere they belong. And I'm here with the lamp and the rain and the leftovers, trying not to let the Sunday last too long. I'm not saying this to be dramatic, I'm saying it because it's honestly true that Sunday nights were different with someone in them, and the difference started and ended with you. I used to have Sunday plans, or at least the shape of them, the possibility. Now Sunday is just Sunday from the morning until I fall asleep, and it becomes Monday mercifully. Sunday night sadness, it has a specific way. Sunday night sadness, tomorrow doesn't help, and tonight won't end. I've started making Sunday nights into something, not to cure the feeling, but to give it a container, a specific candle and a specific playlist, a ritual that says this is mine to navigate. And it helps a little, not completely, but little is the currency of this particular season. I'm learning to live inside the Sunday with the sadness as a companion, not a reason to call it anything other than a hard night that becomes a Monday, and then a week, and then somehow fun. Won't end. Still Sunday, still heavy, still mine, still Sunday. I used to write in the mornings before anyone was up, fill pages with the things I couldn't say out loud. I stopped somewhere around the 3rd month with you. It felt indulgent, a little too loud. I used to run on Sundays, used to call my friends more, used to read the books that nobody else had heard of. I had a whole interior world running parallel, and I let it quietly go without a word of. I don't know if it was you or just the gravity of us, the way a relationship can swallow a whole life. I only know I looked up after all that time together, and my hands had nothing in them anymore to write all the things I stopped doing when I was with you. I didn't notice losing them until they were gone. All the things I stopped doing when I was with you are the first things I'm trying to find my way back to now. The writing, the running, the reading, the calls, the small rituals I built before you had them all the things I stopped doing, I'm starting again. I opened a notebook this morning, it smelled like before you, like who I was when all I had was time and no one waiting. I wrote 3 sentences and then I sat there crying for the version of me I'd been vacating. It wasn't your fault, it was nobody's really. We just took up all the space and left no room for the people that we were before we found each other. Now I'm trying to remember who that person was by noon. All the things I stopped doing when I was with you. I didn't notice losing them until they were gone. All the things I stopped doing when I was with you are the first things I'm trying to find my way back to now. This is what healing looks like for me. Not grand gestures or dramatic declarations, just getting back to basics, just sitting with myself and letting it be quiet. Just picking up the pen again, just lacing up the shoes and going. Just a Sunday morning with no obligations, just slowly growing. I've been trying to find the exact moment where things stop being what they were. Because it wasn't a fight, wasn't a revelation. It was more like a sentence losing its words. Year one was easy, year one was a decision. Year two was where the edges started to show. The small incompatibility stacking, the kind of thing you only know once you know. I don't have a villain in this story, I don't have a day circled on the calendar. I just have a collection of ordinary moments that I look back on now and understand were it. I lost the plot somewhere in year two, not with a bang, more of a gradual drift. I lost the plot somewhere in year two and kept showing up not knowing that I did. I was still using the same words for something that had quietly changed into something else. I lost the plot somewhere in year two and spent another year not telling myself. I've done the math on all the dinner conversations where we talked about anything but us. We got good at filling space with comfortable nothing. We confused peacefulness with a lack of fuss. I don't regret the time, I can't regret it, because I was doing my best with what I knew. But I wish I'd been honest with myself a little earlier. That lost feeling wasn't just a phase I was going through. I lost the plot somewhere in year two, not with a bang, more of a gradual drift. I think this is the part that's hardest to talk about, because it means no one was wrong, no one was cruel, just two people growing in different directions with a gap between them. No one knew how to close, and I think I knew I just wasn't saying. Sometimes love is not enough to hold the shape. Sometimes you love someone and still have to let them go, and that kind of ending doesn't feel like an escape. It just feels like loss, a slow, quiet loss of something real. Still paused on episode 4. I can't watch it without you. Can't delete it either. Can't let the series end. I've been staring at the thumbnail every time I open up the app. The little progress bar half full, like time frozen. I can't get back. My friends keep asking if I've seen it. They're already on episode 9. I say I got behind and changed the subject. I don't say it's yours and it's not mine to finish. I know it's just a show, I know the characters don't know or care, but the version of me who watched it with you is the only one who knows what happens there. The show we never finished, you're still waiting on my screen. The show we never finished is the most you And everything I've moved and cleared and packed away, the rectangle of Par's light is what stayed. The show we never finished is the thing I can't bring myself to close. I've thought about watching it alone, just to see how it ends. I've thought about asking someone else to sit with me through it, but I don't want anyone else's reaction to the parts we'd already guessed at. I don't want to share the plot points we talked about together. It would feel like going back to a place we'd only been as two, and showing up with someone different to all the things we were going to do. I know it's just a show, I know the characters don't know or care, but the version of me who watched it with you is the only one who knows what happens there. The show we never finished is still waiting on my screen. The show we never finished is the most you I've seen. Maybe one day I'll press play again, when the grief has a different shape, when the pause feels less like a promise and more like something I'm ready to break. Or maybe I'll let it sit there forever, a small digital monument to what we had. Not everything needs to be finished, not everything ended as bad. Still paused, still episode 4, still waiting, still ours. The room looks the same, the street looks the same, the sky hasn't changed, but I'm not the same. I keep waiting for the world to register what happened here, to tilt a little, shift a little, to show some sign that the before and after are clear. But the buses run on schedule, and the neighbors walk their dogs, and the supermarket is fully stocked, and the world just carries on. And I know this how it works, I know the world doesn't owe me its attention, but there's something about the continuation that makes the grief feel like a private invention. Nothing changed except everything. The world didn't stop for this. Nothing changed except everything, and I'm the only one who knows. I walk through the same streets with a completely different understanding. Nothing changed except everything, and it's mine to carry quietly without demanding that anyone else feel the weight of it. I called my mother after, told her the basics. She said, I'm sorry, love, and the world kept moving through the phone. And I appreciated her, I'm sorry, but it was 5 minutes and then her show came on. And I sat in the same room I always sit in, feeling the most different I've ever been. And the lamp was the same lamp, and the carpet was the same carpet, and I was a different person in a room that wasn't listening. And I know that's how it works, I know the world doesn't owe me its attention, but there's something about the continuation that makes the grief feel like a private invention. Nothing changed except everything. The world didn't stop for this. Nothing changed except everything, and I'm the only one who knows. I'm the only one who what the same street looks like with different eyes. And that's okay, that's what grief is, a private rearrangement of your interior world, while everything exterior stays exactly where it was. And you have to keep navigating it as it unfurls. Only one who knows. Only one who knows. The same room, a different world. I drove out west with your name in my pocket, thinking the sun would make it easier to see. But California never called me back, and neither did you eventually. Golden hills felt like a promise, the kind that sounds beautiful and doesn't hold. I sat beside the freeway, eating nothing, watching everything glitter and go cold. Maybe I was looking for a feeling, not a place, not a person, just a feeling. Maybe I was always going to end up here, somewhere warm and quietly real. In California never called me back, neither did the love I thought I packed. All the sunsets and the movie light couldn't make a lonely night feel right. I came here for the version of myself that lives in softer, warmer, better light. But California never called me back, and I'm still here, waiting on the Pacific to decide. I got a room above a parking lot with a window that looked out at the haze. I wrote your name in the condensation and watched it disappear for days. The people here beautiful and restless, like they're all auditioning for something real. And I fit right in among them, looking for a thing I couldn't feel. California never called me back. I saw your jacket on a stranger today. Same shade of brown, same kind of collar. I lost about 30 seconds of my life standing still in the middle of the sidewalk. The coffee shop we never had a name for still makes the same drink in the same cup. And I still look up when the door opens, like some part of me thinks you might walk up. You shouldn't be here. You moved out of my city, but my memory didn't get the memo. And grief isn't always pretty. You're everywhere I didn't expect, in the songs I skip and the ones I can't, in the aisle at the grocery store, in the smell of something I can't name. You're everywhere I didn't expect, like you left yourself behind on purpose, in every ordinary place, in all the spaces in between. You're everywhere I didn't expect to see. A song came on that we hadn't discussed, but felt like something we would have loved. I started to text you before I caught myself, finger on the name, muscle memory shoved. The worst part isn't the obvious things, it's not the photos or the dates, it's the Tuesday nothing, the random Thursday when you hit me like you're running late. You're everywhere I didn't expect, everywhere I didn't expect. I used to think healing meant forgetting. Maybe it means learning to walk through rooms that hold you without losing my step, without losing the whole afternoon, without losing myself, without losing myself. Just a little slower, just a little softer through the rooms. We did everything that couples do, we just never said the word. We had our restaurants and our references, our whole vocabulary that nobody else had heard. You held my hand in public, but you never said what this was. And I never pushed because I was afraid of the answer. So we lived in this beautiful, uncertain in-between, like a song that you can feel but doesn't know what genre it's after. And everyone around us had their theories, and we smiled like we knew something they didn't. And maybe we did, or maybe we were both avoiding the part where we'd have to admit what we were living. We were almost something, almost is the word. A whole relationship that happened and was never heard. We were almost something in the best possible way, until almost wasn't enough and we ran out of days. I don't know what to call this when people ask me. I wasn't your girlfriend, but I wasn't nothing either. We were almost something, and almost is the hardest thing to leave behind. I went through the grief without the public acknowledgement. because we were never public in the way that counts. Nobody brought me flowers or checked in properly, because to them it was just a thing that didn't amount, but it amounted. I want that on the record. It was real whether or not it had a name. The almost love is just as hard to lose as the named kind. The unnamed hurt the same. We were almost something, almost is the word. I think almost relationships deserve a ceremony, a proper ending with acknowledgement of what they were. I think we should be allowed to say it out loud, that this happened and it mattered and it hurt. So here is mine. It was real and it was good, and the fact that it was nameless doesn't shrink it. I loved you in the way that you allowed, and I'm choosing now to finally finish it. Finally finish it. Give it a name. Almost was enough. I owe myself an apology for every time I talked me out of leaving, for every time I said one more chance and found another reason for believing. I owe myself the truth I kept delaying. I owe me back those 3 years I spent not knowing that the cost of staying quiet was more than I knew how to represent. I forgive the version of me who didn't know better, but I also owe her more than she received. Sorry to the me I left behind. Sorry to the girl who stayed too long. Sorry I kept telling her it's fine when she was trying hard to tell me something's wrong. Sorry I made her small. Sorry I made her doubt. Sorry to the me that didn't know that she was allowed to walk out. I talked myself out of my own instincts. I said I was being dramatic again. I trusted someone else's version of me over everything I knew from within. And I'm not angry at myself for it. You can only do what you could do at the time. But I'm writing this so future me knows better. I'm writing this as evidence. I'm finally reading the signs. Sorry to the me I left behind. I am the only one who stayed through all of it, the one who still showed up when things were great, the one who made the coffee and the excuses and talked myself into another day. So maybe the apology doubles as a thank you. Thank you for not giving up on us, for carrying me through everything I put her through, for all the times I didn't make a fuss. I see you now, I see the cost. I'm sorry, and I love you for all the time that's been and lost. I survived the most beautiful wreck, a white smoke and slow motion light. I came out of it changed in the places you can't see unless you look right. And I'm proud of it in the way you're proud of a scar that's mostly faded. Still there if you know where to look, still evidence of something that was traded for something I couldn't have predicted, for the version of me that grew in the wreckage, for something I didn't know I needed. I wear the wreck like vintage jewelry, old gold and something worn. I wear the wreck like it made me, because it did, because it tore through everything I thought I was and left behind the parts that held. I wear the wreck like a woman who made something beautiful out of everything that fell. People ask me if I'm bitter, I say no, I say I'm grateful in a way, for the kind of love that shows you your own edges, even when it doesn't plan to stay. Not every love was meant to be forever, some were only meant to show you what you're made of, and leave you standing in the aftermath, knowing every single thing you're made of. I wear the wreck like vintage jewelry, I wear the wreck. This is the part after the sun, where you pick the pieces up and turn them to the light and see the way they catch it. This is the part where the wreck becomes a story you tell with something close to a smile. This is the part where surviving becomes living, and living becomes worth every while. Every while, every scar, every piece of old gold, every beautiful wreck I was brave enough to hold. survived the most beautiful wreck. All white smoke and slow motion light. I came out of it changed in the places you can't see unless you look right. And I'm proud of it in the way you're proud of a scar that's mostly faded. Still there if you know where to look. Still evidence of something that was traded for something I couldn't have predicted. For the version of me that grew in the wreckage. For something I didn't know I needed. I wear the wreck like vintage jewelry, old gold and something worn. I wear the wreck like it made me, because it did, because it tore through everything I thought I was, and left behind the parts that held. Like a woman who made something beautiful out of everything that fell. People ask me if I'm bitter. I say no, I say I'm grateful in a way. For the kind of love that shows you your own edges, even when it doesn't plan to stay. Not every love was meant to be forever. Some are only meant to show you what you're made of, and leave you standing in the aftermath, knowing every single thing you're made. This isn't sad. This is the part after the sad, where you pick the pieces up and turn them to the light and see the way they catch it. This is the part where the wreck becomes a story you tell with something close to a smile. This is the part where surviving becomes living, and living becomes worth every while. Every while, every scar, every piece of old gold, every beautiful wreck I was brave enough to hold. You told me on a Tuesday you were leaving, somewhere warm, somewhere you'd never been. And I watched you talk about it like it was nothing, like leaving me was just a small routine. I poured you coffee like we had forever. I sat across from you and played it cool, but I was memorizing every ordinary detail of the last time I would sit across I always loved the ones who were already halfway gone. Maybe that's my oldest, saddest song. Born to leave, born to lose, born for someone who already had his bags and running shoes. I was born to love the ones who don't quite stay, born to watch them wave at me from somewhere on the way. Born to leave, born to lose, born to be the place that beautiful and restless people pass through. You called me from the airport on a layover, said you've been thinking about the way I make tea, and something about the distance between us made you romantic in a way you never were with me. I held the phone like it was made of something precious. I held my breath the way I always do, and let you be sweet from somewhere safe and distant, because that's what I do. That's what I do. Born to leave, born to lose, maybe in another life I'm the one leaving. Maybe I pack my bags and look back less. Maybe I'm the one who calls from layovers and someone else is sitting with the rest. But in this life I'm the one who stays, who holds the space, who keeps the light on, the one who loves the leaving ones with grace, with grace, with all this quiet grace. Born for this, born to stay, born to love the ones who leave this place. You told me on a Tuesday you were leaving, somewhere warm, somewhere you'd never been. And I watched you talk about it like it was nothing, like leaving me was just a small routine. I poured you coffee like we had forever. I sat across from you and played it cool, but I was memorizing every ordinary detail of the last time I would sit across from you. I always loved the ones who were already halfway gone. Maybe that's my oldest, saddest song. Born to leave, born to lose, born for someone who already had his bags and running shoes. I was born to love the ones who don't quite stay, born to watch them wave at me through. You called me from the airport on a layover, said you've been thinking about the way I make tea. And something about the distance between us made you romantic in a way you never were with me. I held the phone like it was made of something precious. I held my breath the way I always do, and let you be sweet from somewhere safe and distant, because that's what I do. That's what I do. Born to lead, born to lose, born to lead. Maybe in another life I'm the one leaving. Maybe I pack my bags and look back less. Maybe I'm the one who calls from layovers and someone else is sitting with the rest. But in this life I'm the one who stays, who holds the space, who keeps the light on, the one who loves the leaving ones with grace, with grace. With all this quiet grace, born for this, born to stay. Born to love the ones who leave this place. I was good tonight, I really was. I laughed in all the right places, I nodded and filled the silences, and moved between the spaces. I wore it well, this version of me that can still function in a crowd. But as soon as the Uber pulled away, I let myself go quiet and loud. It always hits on the way home. The performance costs something and the bill comes due in the dark alone. When the party ends and it's just me, there's no more character to play. When the party ends and it's just me, I can't keep the sadness at bay. All the noise becomes silence, all the lights become the ceiling above my bed. When the party ends and it's just me, I finally say the things I never said. Someone asked if I was okay tonight, and I said yes, I said of course. I said I've been good, I've been keeping busy, and neither of those felt like remorse. But here I am in the same clothes with mascara that's seen better things, talking to no one in my kitchen at the end of a night that tried to mean something. When the party ends and it's just me, ooh, 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 ooh. When the party ends and it's just me, ooh, 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 ooh. I wonder if everyone goes home to this. The quiet after the noise, the true face after the performance. The version that doesn't need to be anything, just tired and a little bit honest. Maybe it's not sadness, maybe it's just rest. Maybe this is what real feels like. Just me, just this. finally getting through the night. Just finally, just this quiet enough to breathe. I was good tonight, I really was. I laughed in all the right places. I nodded and filled the silences and moved between the spaces. I wore it well, this version of me that can still function in a crowd. But as soon as the Uber pulled away, I let myself go quiet and loud. It always hits on the way home. The performance costs something, and the bill comes due in the dark alone. When the party ends and it's just me, there's no more character to play. When the party ends and it's just me, I can't keep the sadness at bay. All the noise becomes silence, all the lights become the ceiling above my bed. When the party ends and it's just me, I finally say the things I never said. Someone asked if I was okay tonight, and I said yes. I said of course. I said I've been good, I've been keeping busy, and neither of those felt like remorse. But here I am in the same clothes with mascara that's seen better things, talking to no one in my kitchen at the end of a night that tried to mean something. When the party ends and it's just me, everyone goes home to this, the quiet after the noise, the true face after the performance, the version that doesn't need to be anything, just tired and a little bit honest. Maybe it's not sadness, maybe it's just rest. Maybe this is what real feels like. Just me, just this, just here, just finally getting through the night. Just me, just finally, just quiet enough to breathe. Just quiet enough to breathe.